Hello everyone, it is Tsuki, and servers are down. It's been a little over an hour since they went down, and we have the patch 5.05 notes. This is the patch that's going to introduce Eden Savage, as well as a few job adjustments. Now, because this is patch 5.05, it's not like a major patch, it's kind of like a middle patch. There's not going to be as many job adjustments, I'm not expecting a whole lot, but there are definitely a few jobs in particular. Ninja, Astrologian, definitely, that I'm really expecting to see quite a few changes here. I haven't actually looked through over these yet, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at these and see what we're getting into. So I did those dots. I did my thoughts on the range DPS as well as the three healers. So I put my thoughts out there. I said what changes I would like to see, and I guess we're gonna go ahead and see if we get any of those changes here. Again, if something doesn't get adjustments now, we're probably gonna have to wait until 5.1 to see more adjustments. But yeah, let's see. So we're just gonna go through most of these. So dungeons of Legia. These are kind of like the Aquapolis, Lost Canals type of thing, I believe. Yeah, similar to Aquapolis and Lost Canals, exactly what I just said. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing. If you are gathering your maps, I haven't even touched my gatherers yet. I probably should get into that now that I've finally gotten all of my healers and range DPS leveled. Now I can finally kind of take some time and maybe dabble in with the crafters and gatherers. Free company. New craftable items have been added to the company workshop. That's sure, cool. Following adjustments and additions have been made to subaquatic voyages. I have not even touched that in years, so yeah, I'm not even gonna make any mention of that. New furnishings added, sure. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Battle system. How long is this section, by the way? Not that long. All right, yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Pugilist monk. I haven't seen very many monks running around this expansion so far, so. Let's see what they get. Opo Raptor form and Coral form increased to 15 seconds. That's actually a really neat change. I actually really like that. Mantra's radius has been increased from 7 to 15 yalms. Nice. Mantra, that thing where it's just like where it's nature's min, but everybody gets it. Same recast time, same duration, and everything. Yeah, we just made it better. So you're welcome, monks. Form shift. The Coral form bonus extends Grease Lightning duration to maximum has been added. That's some really weird wording. What I think that means is that when you get to the Coral form, when you're using form shift, it just extends Grease Lightning back to maximum, which is good. That's nice. That means that in between pulls, you now have an option whilst moving to keep your Grease Lightning up. You have a Notman or whatever it's called, but you have to kind of stand still and channel that in order for that to kind of increase your Grease Lightning. I think you might also have to be in battle as well in order to actually use that. So a form shift, being able to extend Grease Lightning to its maximum, that's good, because that falls in line with the changes that like Black Mage got, where they can just keep using their I don't even know what the skill is called, but they keep using that ability to get their Umbra ice continuously refreshing. So that's a good change. Meditation, the additional effect opens all 5 chakra when used outside of battle. That's nice. That basically means that instead now when you're outside of battle and you're not inside of battle, you can just press it once and you get all 5 of your chakra stats all at once. So now that's less button pressing you have to do. So sure, why not? Riddle of Earth. Earth's reply bonus now nullifies all action direction requirements. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know if you still need to get hit with damage in order for Riddle Earth to actually trigger now, because I haven't actually been playing Monk that much. But that's an interesting change. That's more directional nullification, I guess, more positional nullification for you if those 2 stacks of True North weren't enough for you on Monk. Riddle of Fire. The effect increases weapon skill recast time by 15 seconds has been what? The effect increases weapon skill recast time by 15% has been removed. Holy shit. That is honestly probably the biggest surprise I'm gonna see throughout this entire patch notes. Wow, I was not expecting that. I mean, damage reduced from 30% to 25%, but who cares? That 5%, that doesn't matter. Your weapon recast time, it doesn't get affected by Riddle of Fire anymore. That's a 25% damage buff on Monk now. Like, I know we lost internal release on Monk, which, that's a real shame, but that's 25% damage with no drawbacks once every 90 seconds. That's insane. All right, that's cool. Hopefully this is gonna get more monks onto the job. Now I'm actually really wanting to try out monk. I'm really glad actually that they didn't buff tornado kick, because if they actually buff tornado kick, then they risk tornado kick. A tornado kick rotation being optimal again, and I don't want to deal with tornado kick. I hate tornado kick, but yeah, wow, that's wow. Okay, forbidden chakra. The condition can only be executed while in combat has been added. Enlightenment. The condition can only be executed while in combat has been added. That's really weird because these are attacks. Like forbidden chakra and enlightenment are the attacks that you use your meditation stacks on. So it's kind of weird that you can only execute them while in combat, because I mean they're combat skills, so you'd have to be in combat to use them. So I'm kind of confused by that change, but all right, sure. Ninja Gust Slash combo potency increased from 250 to 300. Um, I feel ya, ninjas. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not even playing ninja. That is not enough for ninjas. That is not enough for ninjas. Mitzi is gonna be so sad. When she wakes up for the patch. Yeah, that's definitely not gonna be enough for ninjas. I can assure you there. I'm pretty sure. Like I was expecting a much longer list of changes for ninja, but just Gust Slash getting a 50 potency bump, like that's still some DPS there, but I don't think ninjas are gonna think that's enough. So yeah, all right, wow. I feel you, ninjas. Samurai, all right. I didn't actually think samurai needed very many adjustments. Meikyo Shisui has been reduced from 60 to 55 seconds. All right, that's fine. Meditate duration increased from 30 to 45 seconds. Now, that's actually the buff you get. When you meditate, you get stacks to kind of expend on Shoha, I believe is the ability or the weapon skill. I don't actually know if it's a weapon skill or ability because I haven't actually been playing samurai yet. But yeah, that's what your meditate buff is. That's what it's talking about. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know if for some reason you didn't have 30 seconds wasn't enough time for you to get back up both of your Shifu and your Jinpu buff to use your meditate stacks on Shoha. If 30 seconds somehow wasn't enough, then you got another 15 seconds, I guess. Tsubame, Gashi, and Higanbana, Goken, Setsugeka. Cast time has been made instant. Huh. So this is that's the weapon skill that mimics the last Iijutsu skill you used. I'm pretty sure. So it's now instant. That's interesting. All right, sure. Why not? I mean, I feel like that was just kind of a thing with samurai where it was just like, yeah, you have a lot of damage, but you kind of have to factor in all of these weapon skills that have like kind of short cast times and kind of prepare around that. And that kind of added a bit of kind of fight knowledge to having to have some fight knowledge on samurai, so you're not like just using it while you're about to get hit. But yeah, all right, sure, that's fine. I guess because you have to use Sabame immediately after you use your Iijutsu skill, this just makes it a lot easier to use. Because maybe you use your Madare, and then something happens and you need to move away, or you need to be there's an AoE right under you. You can't just stand still, and then you're holding on to your Sabame for too long. So I guess this just makes it a little bit easier to use. And then Shoha, which we were just talking about, potency has been changed from 50 to 100, 200, 300, 500 to 100, 300, 400, 450, 500. So yeah, that's just a buff for the middle stacks, I guess. So yeah, that's nice. Machinist reassemble recast time reduced from 60 to 55 seconds. I didn't need I didn't need that, but sure, okay. I'll take it. I mean, it's not it's a very small decrease. I guess it's just so that your things line up a little bit better with reassemble. So you kind of just it lines up a little better in case you ever have to delay your drill or something, or your air anchor for a couple seconds for some reason. But yeah, I mean, sure, I'll take it. I mean, it's a slight. Is it even a buff? It's more like a quality of life change, I guess, than a real buff. But yeah, all right, sure, why not? Uh, Summoner, recast time for summon got reduced to 3 seconds for all 3 summons. Sure. The delay before the detrimental status is applied has been reduced. This is for Ruin, because how Ruin acts now in Shadowbringers, it increases damage potency depending on if you have miasma and bio up. So I'm guessing this is definitely for Ruin, and making sure that you get your increased potency on your ruins if you're reapplying bio and it hasn't been applied to the boss yet, or you're applying bio and hasn't been applied to the boss yet. So making sure that it's able to register that it's there. In case you're in Dreadworm Trance, for example, which, I mean, if you have Dreadworm Trance, you have Tri Disasters. I don't know. Tri Disaster also, the delay before detrimental status is applied has been reduced. So yeah, basically when you're in Dreadworm Trance and you got your insta-cast ruins, that's basically just there to make sure you get your full potency on that first ruin. So yeah, all right, I like that change. Red Mage. Okay, I didn't actually know Red Mage were having mana issues, but all right. Looks like just MP cost reductions across the board, which sure, I guess you're not gonna have as many MP issues on Red Mage. And then enhanced reprise potency increased from 220 to 250. Mana requirements changed from 10 black mana and 10 white mana to 5 black mana and 5 white mana. So that's just the ability you use it in case you're about to overflow on mana and you just need to kind of expend some, because you just can't quite get into using like your combo just yet. So yeah, sure, why not? Scholar changes. Wow, all right. Art of War potency has been increased from 150 to 160. um Sure, all right, sure, I'll take 10 more potency, I guess. I mean, all right. Broil Mastery effect change from increases the potency of Rune 2 to 160, to increases the potency of Rune 2 and Art of War to 160, so that's just accounting for the Art of War change. All right, sure. And then Tsuki had its cast time reduced from 2.5 to 2 seconds. All right. That's kind of a weird change. Was anybody asking for that? Was there ever an issue where it's like, yeah, man, I can't get my Suckers off fast enough? All right, sure. I mean, all right. Astrologian, here we go. Come on, what are you gonna give us? What are you gonna give us, Square Enix? Gravity potency increased from 130 to 140. So now it's actually equal with Holy, unless Holy got buffed too, which would be ridiculous. But all right. Cast time reduced from 2.5 to 1.5 seconds. So it got the Malefic tree. Well, that is insane. That's actually really good because Gravity is actually really good to use. Gravity is a DPS increase, by the way, on just using on 2 enemies, because especially now since it got buffed, unless Malefic 3, we're on Malefic 4, unless Malefic 4 got buffed as well, Gravity is a DPS increase to use on just 2 enemies. It's not gonna do your MP very good to continuously do that, but it is a DPS increase. So if you have a lot of excess MP to just kind of burn, then yeah, Gravity, why not? Helios cast time has been reduced from 2.5 to 2 seconds. So kind of similar change to Sukkar there. All right, sure. Aspect of Helios also got that change. Cast time has been reduced to 2 seconds. Healing potency increased from 100 to 200. I complained about this in the video I just did earlier, and I was like, you know what? I just like it feels like that we're just missing that 100 potency that makes us equal to Medica 2. Now in Diurnal Sect, looks like we are getting that 700 potency, but looks like barrier damage nullification has been reduced from 250 to 125%. So that's a hold on, that equals out to about the same amount of a shield, right? Because you're doubling the potency of the heal, but you're also having the barrier, so without actually having to do any like actual math. So yeah, that should equal out so that you're just getting more of a cure and the shield is the same size, so that's cool. Lightspeed got its recast time reduced from 120 to 90 seconds. I dig it. Hyper Lightspeed effect change from reduces Lightspeed recast time by 10 seconds upon using Essential Dignity 2, reduces Lightspeed recast time to 9 seconds. All right, I kind of dig that change, honestly. All right, thinking about it rationally. So Essential Dignity has a recast time of 40 seconds, and Lightspeed had a recast time of 2 minutes, which meant you could get 3 essential dignities in that time frame. So that would reduce Lightspeed's recast time to 90 seconds, unless you already had 2 charges when you used Lightspeed, in which case then you could reduce it further to 80 seconds. But I don't mind this change. Just a flat 90 seconds without having to manipulate the cooldown with essential dignity. I think that's totally fine with me. I gladly will accept this change. Celestial Opposition. Alright, please. I haven't looked. Please. Come on, Square Enix. Recast reduced from 2 minutes to 60 seconds. Alright. I was hoping for 45 seconds, but I said a minute would also be okay, so that's okay with me. Healing potency has been increased from 100 to 200. Doing good so far. Barrier nullification has been reduced from 150 to 125. That is a slight buff. So if you're looking at it, that's before it was 150% of a shield. Now looking at it, it should be 200 and what, 50 of a 250%, 250 potency of a shield now, which is still that's actually a pretty sizable increase when you're in Nocturnal Sect. Regen potency has been increased from 60 to 100. Yes, regen potency has been increased from 60 to 100. Effect radius has been increased from 10 to 15 yalms. I didn't actually touch up on the yalm thing, like the actual range of it, or the radius, I mean. But yeah, that's a nice change as well. So, wow. This is essentially a, I mean, it's a, in Diurnal Sect, it's essentially an ability version of it's an ability version of Medica 2 of Diurnal Nocturnal or Jesus, of Diurnal Aspect of Helios, right? Because it lasts 15 seconds if I'm not mistaken, the regen. So that's insane. Wow, that's really good. I don't mind that change at all. Thank you. I would have liked to see that max MP or max max MP percentage MP on that effect as well, but we got reduced cast time on Lightspeed, so I guess that's fine. And also, it's like, I guess MP isn't that big of an issue on Ashalosian. If we're not having to spam Benefic 2, MP isn't actually that big of an issue. It's just in that particular case. But Celestial Opposition is actually really good for Diurnal Sect. It's okay. I mean, it's pretty decent still for Nocturnal Sect as well. You get a 200 potency cure. You get a 250% shield on that as well. So yeah, that's actually a pretty sizable shield, and it's free basically. I mean, you don't have to cast anything. It's just on a 60-second cooldown. That's really good. Definitely a Celestial Opposition is definitely in a much better place. Thumbs up from me. Thank goodness Celestial Opposition doesn't suck now. So yeah, Horoscope. Healing potency during Horoscope increased from 100 to 200. Horoscope Helios effect duration increased from 20 to 30 seconds. So the healing potency, I'm guessing that's if you don't use Aspect, or you don't use a Helios to get Horoscope Helios and upgrade it to the Horoscope Helios effect. So this just makes it so that if you for whatever reason don't want to use Helios with Horoscope, it's a 200 potency AoE heal now, basically, which I mean, that's not much, but if for whatever reason you just want that 200 potency heal and don't want to cast a spell with it, then I mean, that's not bad once every minute, but I imagine it's still much better to just use it with a spell. But yeah, Divination recast time reduced from 180 to 120, so 3 minutes to 2 minutes. All right, I'm okay with that change. Like, I didn't actually think they were going to actually touch Divination's cooldown, but you know what? Fine. I think 2 minutes. That's fair. I mean, that puts it in line with like Dancer's technical step. So I think it's that's fine. I think damage increase effect change from 246 to 456. This doesn't really matter if you're actually getting your seals properly, which you should be. It's actually not that difficult. Although I guess there might be that one time where just RNG is just absolutely crapping on you, so who knows. And then Sleeve Draw actually got a change. Wow, I didn't actually think they were going to change Sleeve Draw. What did they do? Before, resets the recast timer of draw, grants 2 stacks of Sleeve Draw, duration 30 seconds. and the sleeve draw effect reduces the recast timer of draw to 3 seconds, consumes a stack of sleeve draw each time an Arcanum is used. The effect now draws a card from your Divining deck and grants 2 stacks of sleeve draw. So, it basically just eliminates a button press, basically. Whereas using sleeve draw before just reset the cast time of your draw, this just automatically gives you a card. And then still gives you those 2 stacks, so it makes it a little bit easier to use. It's just a quality of life change, basically, and it's one less button you have to press. So I mean, sure, why? I mean, I didn't actually think they were going to change sleeve draw, and they really didn't. It's just more of a quality of life change. And then Celestial Intersection. Wow, I didn't actually think they were going to change this. Healing potency has been increased from 150 to 200. All right, barriers damage nullification reduced from 250 to 200%. That's fine. And then regen potency actually got increased, almost doubled from 80 to 150. So yeah, Celestial Intersection, not bad. Personally, I've been using it mostly in Diurnal Sect, so I'm getting the shield there. So a 200. So it was 150 before, and then you got a 250% barriers. That's a 375 potency shield. Now it's 200 and then 200%, so that's a 400 potency shield and a slightly bigger cure. So yeah, just buffs all around. Celestial Intersection, I didn't actually think they were going to touch Celestial Intersection. I thought it was a little weak, but the fact that it was on a 30-second cooldown, I was kind of accepting of why it was weak. But sure, why not? And then whoa, energy drain. Scholars got energy drain back. Oh my. Man, that. Alright, Scholars, you complained enough. You guys got your stupid energy drain back. I hope you guys are happy. I actually didn't want to have an offensive way of using our stacks. I thought it was really fine the way it was, just using our stacks on healing and damage mitigation. But now you guys got your stupid energy drain back. So I hope you guys are happy. I hope you guys are happy. And then we got Hakaguri back on Samurai, which that's actually what I was asking for. I was asking for an empty sand ability for Samurai in my healer video, because I was like, it really sucks. You get into a boss fight in the middle of a dungeon, you have like this weird amount of sends going into the boss fight. It really sucks. So they just gave us Hakakuri back, which that's interesting. I wonder if that's actually going to change how Samurai's rotation is, because we still presumably have the new ability as well that just grants us 50 gauge. I wonder if actually like using Hakaguri is actually going to be part of our rotation now. That's going to be really weird. So I don't know. I don't know how samurais are actually going to take this change. But Scholars, you got something to use your stacks on that isn't just healing or damage mitigation. So again, I guess complain and you shall receive. So that's how the internet works. So good job, Scholars. You got your energy drains back. Congratulations. I hate you. But I mean, again, like the Scholars, you guys wanted this back. You got it back now. So now we have energy drain back. You know, that's fine. Something to use on your stacks in case you don't need to use it on healing or damage mitigation. But just don't blow them all on energy drain. Just moderation, please. Still keep some for healing. But yeah, healing actions performed outside of combat no longer build the limit gauge. Alright, I didn't even know that was a thing, but sure. Eden Savage has been added. That's all for the job adjustments, by the way. Wow. Nothing for White Mage, nothing for Dancer, basically nothing for Bard. I was actually expecting to maybe see like a Bard nerf or something. No nerfs actually anywhere. Everything's just a buff or a quality of life change. So I guess we're saving like nerfs for 5.1. So be looking forward to that. So yeah, I guess we're gonna have to wait for and see for that. But Savage has been added. We knew this was gonna happen. To access Eden Savage, players must talk to Luray and Orang with a level 80 job. Yeah, upon completing Savage duties, a treasure coffer will appear containing an Eden Grace coffer. Using this item transforms it into gear corresponding to the current job, the user's current job. In addition, the coffers that appear upon completing Eden Gate Sepulchre Savage yield weapons. Unlike previous Savage Rage, treasure coffers do not yield armor and accessories. So we're just getting tokens for Savage now. If your party contains players replaying an area prior to the weekly reset, the number of treasure coffers appearing upon completion will decrease. Furthermore, players will be ineligible for rewards from treasure coffers as well as Eden's Gate whatever the frick that word is, when replaying an area prior to the weekly reset. By selecting duty completion, players will not be matched with those who have already completed the duty. This is if you're using the raid finder, which maybe. I mean, maybe people will use the raid finder. I think it would be really cool actually if raid finder was actually something that we could actually use again. Like I don't think I've used the raid finder since like Sophia Extreme, so it'd be really cool if there were actually fights where we could actually use that again. But that's an interesting change. So now we're just dropping coffers. I imagine it doesn't actually say if you need more than one token. I imagine not, since it's Savage. So you just need it. Like, for instance, if you wanted your body piece, you just get the body token, and then you can trade that in for the gear. So that's a nice change. I actually kind of like that change. So now you're not just like, oh well, freaking I need freaking all this dragoon gears dropping and we don't even have a dragoon, like all this maiming gear, we don't have that, so now you don't have to run into that issue anymore. And then yeah, it looks like even weapons are dropping tokens. That's very interesting. Yeah, if, that all right, sure, why not. Oh no, no wait, no, never mind. Look, by speaking with Gul and Amarang or Yal and Yomor, players can exchange Eden Gates tokens from Eden Gate Savage for corresponding gear. So yeah, this is what you actually need. No, oh actually no, I think these are just the items. No, these are the books that you get automatically for clearing. So whenever you clear a Savage Raid, you automatically get a book depending on what you just cleared, and it looks like you're just trading in this number of books to get this item. So yeah, I think you just need one token of whatever piece of gear you have here, and you can trade that in. And then these are just the books you get for clearing the raid for the week. So yeah, cool. I actually kind of like that change. It just makes it easier for you to get the gear you actually want and not just getting a bunch of stuff that for jobs that you don't even have. So that's cool. Following duties have been added to the raid finder. Yeah, EXP gained by trust NPCs have been increased. Damn you! Freaking god. I've been freaking grinding my trust NPCs, and now you increase the EXP after I've been grinding them. Like, I haven't like gotten them all to max yet, but now you increase them. That's a good change, honestly. They've been leveling so slow, so yeah, that's good. New elite marks have been added. Really? Alright. That's interesting. Alec Tomestones of Phantasmagoria have been added. That is such a ridiculous name. Players can only obtain 450 Tomestones of Phantasmagoria every week and carry a maximum 2,000, so just like it has been before. And then this is just showing how many tomes you can get. So only 40 Phantasmagoria from Expert. Obviously, that's not counting for what you actually get from the dungeon itself. But yeah, alright, sure. 20 from leveling. In the past, I think you've only gotten like 5 of the Captain's Tombstone from using it on leveling. But honestly, people are just going to be using leveling for leveling. So I don't think that actually matters. 15 Phantasmagoria for trials. I think historically that's only been 10, so that's nice. Main scenario gives 50. Again, I feel like most people are just going to use that for leveling, but alright. Alliance raid gives 50, so that's nice. I think that's about where it has been before. Normal raids give 20. Mental Roulette gives 20, and Frontline gives 20. Or Mental Roulette gives 10, sorry, and Frontline gives 20. So, alright. PvP actions, I don't PvP, so just like, this is all freaking gibberish to me. So, just skip down. New items have been added. This might be the Phantasmagoria gear. This is probably crafted glamour gear, so it'll probably cost like 40 million today when it comes out, and crafters get a hold of it. I imagine the items to actually craft these actually come from the whatever the hell it was called up here. What is it? The Lost Canals equivalent, the Aquapolis equivalent. What is this called? I already forgot. The dungeons of Legia. I don't know, man. I don't actually do those, honestly, because like I don't know. I hate getting people together to do them. I've done it like once, so yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should do it with my free company. And then a new summoning bell has been added to the Crystarium. I think this is where like all the crafting leaves and stuff and all that is the collectibles and all that stuff is and in the Crystarium. So that's nice. New achievements and titles have been added. I imagine that's Savage and the dungeons of Legia as well. And also new minions as well. We got that. Solve some issues. That's cool. Um, yeah, all right. Wait, what? So I saw air anchor. An issue within certain machinist job quests cannot be completed upon reaching 76, which upgrades hotshot to air anchor. A different action is now required to complete the. What? An issue where certain machinist job quests could not be completed after reaching level 76, in which upgrades hotshot to. Oh, I think I know what they're talking about. There's like a quest like really early on, like in the 30s range, where you had to use hotshot on like certain enemies, and I guess if you leveled your machinist before you did your job quest and you went to go do that quest, you just couldn't do it because you had air anchor instead. That's funny. That's really funny. All right, that's all right. That made me laugh. But yeah, those were the patch notes. Really, kind of surprised with some of the biggest, the standout surprise for me definitely was Riddle of Fire. Getting rid of the weapon rescale cast time by 15%. Getting rid of that, just I was not expecting that for Monk. Like I was expecting to see some Monk changes. Like I know monks were really complaining about just not being able to keep stacks in between pulls and stuff. So we did get something to kind of help with that. But this change, like holy crap, was not expecting that at all. Ninja, disappointing, absolutely disappointing. I don't think ninjas are going to be happy with just that 50 potency on Gust Slash at all. I really don't think so. I mean, you do use Gust Slash, for both getting to your alien edge and also for getting to your armor crush. You don't use Gust Slash to get to Shadow Fang anymore, but I mean, you are using Gust Slash a lot. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is more DPS than I'm thinking. I mean, it is 50 potency on the second part of a combo that you're using quite often. But I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be enough for ninjas. But yeah, couple of quality of life changes for samurai that just makes it a little bit easier to play. There's not actually like really any buffs. I mean, I guess you can kind of consider things like reassemble and Meiko Shisui getting reduced to 55 seconds being a slight buff, because I don't know, maybe if the fight's long enough you might get an extra one, but I don't know. That's really kind of pushing it a bit. Summoner also getting some quality of life changes. Red Mage getting some MP reduction costs, which is nice. And then Scholar, you got your energy drain back. I hope you're happy. I wonder why it's actually down here and not up here with the rest of the changes, but you got your energy drain back, I guess, Scholar. So be happy. Art of War got buffed. I didn't actually think Art of War even needs to get buffed. And then Suker getting his recast time down to 2 seconds is kind of weird. And then recast times down across the board for Ashlosian, just about everywhere. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, everything just got its recast time reduced. The only thing that didn't really is Ascend, which obviously it's not going to. And I guess Benefit can benefit too, but those are already on a 2 second cast time anyway, so it's like whatever. And then Celestial Opposition, great change. We really needed that. Horoscope, fine. It's not really going to affect too much. Divination being 2 minutes, I feel like a lot of astrologers are probably going to be a lot more happy with that. Get to interact with your job a little bit more, and your cards. And then Celestial Intersection, I didn't actually think was going to get a buff. Didn't actually think needed a buff, but it got a sizable buff. So, sure, why not? Thumbs up from me. But yeah, those were the patch notes. A little disappointing that some jobs didn't get adjustments like that I was kind of hoping for. I was kind of hoping like we might get a little bit something for Dancer. If anything, just like the one change I wanted for Dancer at least was getting improvisation to just give you that flat gauge. But oh well, we're gonna have to wait until 5.1 to get some more job adjustments, and I am almost certain we're gonna get a lot more job adjustments coming in 5.1. But that is still quite a ways away. That's at least another couple months out. So yeah, all right. Overall, I think the jobs that did get changes, good changes overall for everything. And I mean, except Ninja, just I don't know. I don't think that's enough for Ninja. But again, I'm not playing Ninja, so I don't know. Maybe maybe this is actually a sizable DPS increase, and it just doesn't seem like it. But I mean, who knows? Maybe Ninja's DPS will go up quite a bit from this. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the video now, and then wait until the servers go back up and get back in there. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Sayonara. Bye bye.